All right, welcome back to game night here on Region Sports Network. It's 1st and 10 for Chesterton. Crown Point had to punt that one away. And Brewer with a nice punt and a very short return by the special teams for Chesterton. Now Mullen, tied 7-7, 8:35 left to go. Man in motion. That's a jet sweep, and it's going to be here to the near side. He's going to cut it back, and that's going to be the speedster, Bryce Thoma.
Bryce Thoma with a really nice cut to gain a couple extra yards as he cut back to the right to try to get upfield. I wish more guys would do that because they kind of just settle for going out of bounds and then just stop. They don't even try to do like a little cut move and go back to. Even if you gain a yard, who knows what kind of momentum that builds for you by gaining that extra yard or two.
Well, there's a little trick play to get things going. Let's see. The blood is starting to move around here for Chesterton here in the second half. That's a first down, 1st and 10 at the 36. Thoma in motion. He's going to give it to Thoma. This time he's going to go around the far side. He's got a gain of about 4, maybe 5 before he's brought down.
Number 1, Bryce Thoma.
Bryce Thoma, the junior speedster. He comes to us and he goes away from us on back-to-back plays. This one goes for about 6 yards.
2nd down and 4 coming up here. Yeah, this Bryce Thoma kid, he is very, very good at junior, so he'll be a factor on this Chester team next year. That's the thing about Chesterton sports right now. They are on a major uptick. Soccer's really, really good. I'm excited to see basketball coming up before you know it next month. Coming back, Travis Grayson coming back for his senior year.
When you talk about high school hoops, you got Indiana itself is just what a mecca. The Mullen, plenty of time in the pocket. Tucks this one in. He's going to take it. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, taken down right around the 45, maybe 46.
I think he's watching J.J. Johnson a little bit saying, hey, I want to be able to do that too. And we already knew that Chris Mullen could do that, but he's really watching J.J. Johnson have some fun out there by tucking and running, and they do give him the first down.
Boy, that was a nice call right there. Good play there. They keep the ball moving downfield, positive yards here for Chesterton. The Trojans and the Bulldogs tied up 7 apiece. 7:40 left to go here in the third. Trojans on the move at the 46-yard line. Thoma again in motion. This time Mullins will keep it himself, and he'll get a gain of about 2 yards. Boy, Thoma goes left. He goes right. He comes near. He goes far. He is definitely a decoy, and it's been working so far here in the start of the second half.
Yeah, he's your journeyman so far. I mean, he's picking up – he's probably got like over 100 yards, but that's just running laterally.
Right.
But give credit to Crown Point defense here. They were not fooled by that play whatsoever, and Chris Mullen stopped for a gain of 2.
Reminds me of the old Wes Welker back in the days with the Patriots. He was a little guy that – I tell you, he was an amazing player. Mullen, empty backfield, throws it in the flat to the right. He's going to be just shy of the first down. That's to Thoma. Nice slant pass into the flat. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 at about the 45-yard line. Clock running at 6:33.
I love how quick that Mullen was able to release that ball and get it right to Bryce Thoma. They're using, his offensive line giving him the time, but he didn't even he got rid of it within 2 seconds.
3rd and 1, very manageable here for Chris Mullen and the Trojan offense. 3 receivers near side, empty backfield. Mullen has got to be pushed out of the pocket to the far side. He will have the first down, and the Trojans keep the pylons moving. The markers continue to march downfield.
Boy, I tell you what, he started to look to his – because he likes to roll to his left. He looked to his left, and then he saw Jeremy Brown standing there, and he ran the opposite direction as quickly as he could because Brown was coming in quick, and he was like, I want no part of that.
Yeah, 5'9", 220. Yeah, that freight train was coming into the station, and yeah, he saw that, and his eyes got about the size of a basketball, and he's like, I got to get out of here. So 1st and 10 again. 3 straight first downs for the Trojans. 6:06 left to go. 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff, and that's going to be Ethan Troy, and he'll get a gain of about 1, maybe 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 8. make it 9.
So they're still trying to establish this run game because they're only getting about 2 to 3 yards every time they run the ball. So it'd be nice to see if they can maybe push it to 4 or 5 and get that offensive line opening up some lanes for their running back, because you can't rely. I mean, this offense relies a lot on Chris Mullen, but if he can get that running game going, and then that can open up deep down later, a little bit later in the game, that'd be nice to see.
Yeah, Troy likes to move right along the offensive line right there, but that defensive line, Nico Pak, he's been all over with the good penetration. Here's Mullen, going to come near side, and that's Westmoreland, and that's going to be in and out of the hands. Boy, nice coverage there by number 20. Let's see, that is Jonathan Zimmerman. Nice coverage there on the very dangerous Jackson Westmoreland.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one that surprises me a little bit, and that's what if Chesterton continues to go to Westmoreland and he's not able to make those catches. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but off the top of my head, I feel like that's maybe he's caught 2 of 5, 1 of 5 tonight.
Yes.
And so he needs to be able to hold on to that ball and help Chris Mullen out, because if he's not a factor in this game, Chesterton's going to be in big trouble tonight.
Westmoreland one-on-one.
Great defensive coverage there. Wow.
Mullen went the other way, and that ball was deflected. The only one close to that after the deflection was the Crown Point secondary and the safeties.
Dominic Bader was in on that play, and it got tipped, and that very well could have been intercepted. Had Crown Point been looking, that ball tipped away in the air quite a while. Or it could have been picked up by Chesterton and ran him for a touchdown. It could have been a lot of different things, but what great play, what defense by Dominic Bader there.
Well, Michael, 4th and 8, and they're going to go for it with 5:11 left here in the third, all knotted up 7 apiece. There's the snap, and wow, it pulls a play out of J.J. Johnson's playbook, and he just punts that one away, and that's going to be down around they're going to give him 7. That's a generous spot, and that's where Crown Point will take over with 5:01 left to go here in the third. We're still knotted up 7 apiece. Live here from Chesterton High School. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Game Night in the Region here on the Region Sports Network. Crown Point, J.J. Johnson. Plenty of time, and he's just going to throw this one way out of play here on the track just below us. Smart play there by J.J. just to throw it away, because you don't want a turnover that deep in your end.
Yeah, and you don't want to take a sack either and put yourself even farther back. Great play by J.J. Johnson there. We want to thank Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. And when you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville. We make it easy.
Last player coming in off the bench from Crown Point for this play at 2nd and 10 from the 7. 4:54 left to go here in the third. All knotted up 7 apiece. J.J. Johnson getting off to Elijah Taiwan, and he's going to be stopped at about the 8 or 9 yard line. A good stand there by the defensive line there of Chesterton.
Yeah, it looks like they gave him 2 yards potentially there. No, they gave him it to the 8, so yeah, it's going to be a gain of a yard. Really nice defensive stand there that forces now a long 3 and 9.
Let's see what the play is going to be called in. I'd like to give a shout out to our Horizon Bank sponsor. You're watching Game Night in the Region on Region Sports Network with tonight's video powered by Horizon Bank. Big enough to serve you and small enough to really get to know you. It is 3rd and 9. J.J. Johnson, you got trips down near. Johnson rolls out to the far side. He's going to be pushed right at the goal line. He squeaks away, throws it out, and they're going to say let's see, who was that?
It was Raymond Santiago out there on the far side of the field.
That's going to bring 4th and 4, Michael, and you got to punt this away. There's no doubt about it. There's no trickery here. You got to get this one out of your end zone.
Yeah, because if you happen to turn this over on downs within the red zone, you're just giving the touchdown to Chesterton. It feels like.
Sam Brewer, nice snap, and a really nice punt. Spiral out at the 50. And he's going to be tackled about the maybe 48. That was Troy on the return. Goodwin with the tackle, and that's where Chesterton will take over. 1st and 10 from the 48 with 3:46 left to go here in the third. All the scoring taking place in the first half, and really it's been a defensive struggle right here. It's kind of like who's going to make the first big mistake here that's going to give the other team an opportunity to take the lead.
Well, I can give you one guy from each team that really needs to step up in this one. For Chesterton right now, it's Jackson Westmoreland. Is he doing all he can? Absolutely. He's giving it 110%, but he's got to give 110% here. He's got to catch those balls that he's getting from Chris Mullen if Chesterton wants to stay in this game. On the flip side, for Crown Point, we haven't really seen much of Landon Delich. We've seen a few catches here and there, but he's the big target for Crown Point, so he needs to step up. So on this side of the ball right now, where Chesterton's at offensively, you really need Jackson Westmoreland to step up because he's got to get some plays down here at the end of this game. With 3:46 left to go in this third quarter, it's a 7-7 ball game. Chesterton is kind of used to, as the official pointing at something there, Chesterton's not used to this. I mean, they're used to kind of not necessarily blowing teams out, but at least getting a big lead.
Right.
And they haven't even given. I mean, this Chesterton, this Crown Point touchdown was the first points they've given up to a team since Valparaiso back on September 17th. So, and that was a 10-7 loss. So they only gave up 10 points in that game. They've shut teams out the last two games, 27-0 against Portage, and then 21-0 against Lake Central last week.
Yeah, and they got 3 shutouts on the season. The first one back on August 27th against Thornton Fractional South, 42-0. So this is a team, like you said, they like to get out early. They like to get out with the lead and implement their game plan early. And right now, both teams, it's almost like they're still in the feeling out process, and we're already late into the third at 7-7. I'm not sure what's going on with the officials.
There had
right
to
now.
have been a flag or something because Craig Bazia was on the field and trying to get something figured out, and now the officials are meeting, here just to the left of midfield. I don't know what this, and Mark Peterson even out on the field. I'm not sure what this potentially.
They're talking to the side judges now. They're not sure.
Thank you, Brendan Root. We got a personal foul against Crown Point, so that happened after we started looking at our notes a little bit to see about what we were going to talk about, and Brendan Root feverishly coming into the press box here from his camera position to help us out. All right, we won't get any more cookie jokes on you, Brandon. Sorry.
No. Mountain Dew, maybe. No more cookie. Wow, that's definitely going to hurt.
Yeah, that is
Crown Point. Huge. 1st and 10 now at the 33-yard line. Let's see what Mullen can do here. See if he can get Westmoreland back into this contest with a big catch. There's a floater down the right side. He's got a receiver. Well defended by Crown Point.
And that was Westmoreland out there. It looked like it was almost in the breadbasket, but man, just great coverage by the defense of Crown Point.
That was a great play. Great play there, and I believe they gave that one.
Jason Kostick and then Dom Sobzak on that coverage as well. Had really good coverage on Westmoreland there. But again, that's one that, you can kind of forgive Westmoreland on that one because it was just such great coverage. But It kind of feels like it may have just been right in the breadbasket. He might have had that one.
Especially when you have the defender with his back to the ball, too.
Yes.
Now Mullen's going to roll near side. Throw into the flat, and that's Toma, I believe. That is Bryce Toma.
That's been his guy tonight, is Bryce Toma. That's been the guy that's really been helping out this offense when Westmoreland is getting the extra coverage on him. So Toma's the guy to look for right now, it feels like. Even though you want Westmoreland, Toma's the guy that's bringing it down now as we are at the 20-yard line with 3:30 left to go.
And Toma only 5'7", but he's been their big target tonight. You got Westmoreland at 6'2", looking to get him into this contest because he's dropped more balls than he's caught tonight, and we know that he's much better than that. Mullen now 1st and 10 from the 20, clock at 3:12. Mullen Brings it back in the middle, right over the middle, and that one almost through the uprights.
That almost went out to the street out there. That was a long ball by Mullen, and this was a time where Westmoreland, if you saw down here near the 10-yard line, wide open. He would have had that, and he could have walked right in for a touchdown, but Mullen was looking to his right, looking up the middle a little bit, couldn't look to the left on that one. That's just one of those things where, it happens. You know what I mean? But that's one of the ones where Westmoreland would have, helped every cause that he was, we've been saying, I don't want to harp on the kid.
Right.
It's not an easy position to be in.
No,
it's easy for me to stand up here and criticize, but.
Yeah, but I mean, he thought that there was more field available to him. Here's Mullen, throws it out to the far flat. In and out of the hands. Wow.
That's just right through. This is not the Chris Mullen that we're used to seeing right now. There's just something a little bit off on his throws, because even the ones that look like they're going to be really good maybe just sail a little bit. We've seen a couple of them sail on him a little bit too much.
Yeah, watching the video all week. Very precise passes, tight spirals. Really doesn't overthrow or underthrow his receivers. Tonight we've seen a little bit of both with 3:01 left to go.
But don't let that fool you. He can still make plays. He's still good enough. He can all of a sudden put it on a dime.
They are in
here
the
on
red
this
zone.
play, 3rd and 10.
I agree. And I think he becomes more dangerous here within the 20. Let's see what Mullen has to do. 3-step drop. He's going to roll out. Pass over the middle. Has a receiver. Wide open. Touchdown! Touchdown, Trojans. And you just said what a dangerous player he is. Bam! Trojans on a 20-yard touchdown pass from Mullen. Oh, there's a flag on the play, so hold on.
Let's hold on just a minute. It's at the 25-yard line, so not sure what that's going to mean. And it's holding on Chesterton. Oh,
wow.
Man.
What a beautiful pass into double coverage. Wow.
Man, I tell you what, Zach Miller was ready to cue that one up. He had it all ready for you.
We were ready,
he's
too.
He's the replay guru over here.
I believe that was Westmoreland on the catch, too. Whoever it was a great throw into double coverage. I mean, you couldn't have thrown that any better, and unfortunately called back on a hold. Now it's 3rd and 25 from the 35. Let's see if they maybe cue up this same play.
That would have been the one time in my broadcasting career where I actually may have predicted something correctly.
And that was right on the money. Tyler Peterson here near side. Ethan Troy in motion, comes back to the near side. There's Mullen out in the flats, and that's overthrown, and it's going to bring up 4th and long. And what we saw, very poised Chris Mullen right there. That time we saw him overthrow his intended receiver, and that brings up 4th and 25 with 2:30 left to go here in the 3rd. Still knotted up 7 apiece.
He was looking for Bryce Toma out there. Wasn't there, but yeah, they're going to still go for it here on 4th down unless he's looking to kick it away. Yep, that's what he's going to do.
Nice low line drive, and I believe Westmoreland is over here, and he'll down it at about they're going to give him a 12-yard line. That's a good pooch kick by Chris Mullen. But I tell you, what an accurate throw that touchdown, unfortunately called back. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I believe it was Ethan Troy that was out there in the end zone for that one, because I was looking, because Westmoreland was out here in the near side, and I was looking at him thinking he's open again, but then they had it. Ethan Troy was out there in the end zone and had the catch, had the touchdown, and then unfortunately the holding penalty brings that one back. Certainly a difference maker in this ball game, because that could put you up 14. We'll say 13 for sure,
right?
With the PAT pending, but 13-7 in the lead for Chesterton would have changed the momentum here a little bit. But now the big Mo has got to be moving toward Crown Point a little bit.
Let's see what they can do here as they just dodge a major bullet. J.J. Johnson. There's Elijah Taiwan up just past the 15, up to about the 16.
Man, this Chesterton defense up front, Jordan Hughes, Michael Buckler, and Isaiah Fowler. That's a name we haven't called much tonight, but Isaiah Fowler, definitely one of those guys that gets in there in a hurry on this defensive line and stopping these runs by Crown Point here. Yeah, join me in the standing.
Oh, my gosh.
We're a couple of old guys. We can't sit anymore.
Chairs are terrible on my back. trips to the near side. Near hash mark, J.J. Johnson with it. Johnson will take it himself. He's free. Oh, nice open field tackle right there. Got a hold of the jersey. Let's see who that was.
I believe it was 30. Gage DeMarco. Was it 52 or? I believe it was 52.
It was.
Gage DeMarco.
It was. Well, that was possibly a touchdown-saving grab holding that jersey.
See, that's where I want to see J.J. Johnson just run right out of his jersey. Let it rip and just keep running right out of the jersey.
It's one of those Bo Jackson plays. I don't need no jersey. J.J. Johnson got trips far side of the field. Man in motion. That's Mulaski. He's going to give this one up to Elijah Taiwan, and the pile just keeps moving. Taiwan moves the pile to about third and about 5 or 6. They're going to have it. Make it 2nd and 6, at the 32-yard line.
I'm really impressed. I don't know if we can see it on our. We can't see it on our camera right now, but the number to tell us what down it is. I've never seen one illuminated like that.
I like that. It helps people with bad vision like me. It definitely helps out. Let's see what Johnson does here. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to go to the far side. He cuts back. He'll have the first down and more, pushed out of bounds at about the 46.
What a play for J.J. Johnson. Broke a couple of tackles, kept moving laterally, tried to move upfield, still ran laterally after that, and got the first down, and he's doing it with his feet, and he is helping will this Crown Point team down the field.
That was Dane Sneemus with the push out of bounds. 36.6 seconds left here in the third. 7-7. 1st and 10 from the 45 for Crown Point. Randy Lotch, he was in motion. Elijah Taiwan going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe get a half a yard on the play, and that's probably going to be the final play of the third. As the clock winds down at 15 seconds. Doesn't seem like the Bulldogs are in a hurry to get a play off. Well, it's going to come down to the final 12.
Just the way we like it. That's the way we drew it up.
Absolutely. Well, at the end of 3, it's 7-7. Chesterton and Crown Point. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, 4th quarter action live here from Chesterton High School. You're watching Game Nights on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com.
Welcome back as the Region Sports Network presents coverage of tonight's game with video powered by Horizon Bank. Listening to you, learning about you, and building relationships is what Horizon Bank is all about. It's going to be 3rd and 5. DeMarco with the tackle for Chesterton, and it's going to come down to who has the last push here? Who has the most gas left in the tank?
This is where you need to make mistake-free football the rest of the way. You can't afford any silly errors, any stupid mistakes.
3rd and 5 as the Chesterton fans get on their feet. Johnson, quarterback, sits in the pocket, pushed up, and he's going to be sacked. Big play by the Trojans defense.
That was a great play by number 50. Michael Buckland came right in. The defensive tackle coming right in there. Johnson looked like he wanted to run, didn't see what he wanted, started to run, and this time Buckland was there to take him down. So we're going to have change of possession here. That's where you had to step up on defense if you were Chesterton. Great play for the Trojans.
Sam Brewer into punt. Yeah, that was a huge play to slow down the speedster. High snap. Brewer with the kick, another spiral, beautiful kick. And that is going to come out, that punt, right about the 8-yard line with no return. That kid, that senior, Sam Brewer, what a punter. I mean, you talk about, people used to say anybody can punt the ball. This guy punts the ball with a spiral, and he puts it within the 10 every time. That kid's good.
It is beautiful, and as we're giving accolades away, we're going to name the Crowd Companies Landryman Superhero of the Game. The Crowd Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field. We're also going to name the IKORCC Play of the Game, presented by the Indiana-Kentucky Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. And we'll also name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game. You can find them on the web at greatlakesroof.com.
Did I ever mention you're really good at this? How did you do that without looking? That's really good.
Tell Nathan Laird that, because I usually have to do the reads.
Mullen looks left, looks right, rushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. He's up to about the 15. He cuts back. He's got blockers. He's up to about the 25, now the 31. What a nice tuck and run by Chris Mullen.
That's the play you need to start building the momentum if you are a Trojan fan. That's what you need. You've seen J.J. Johnson run all over the field for Crown Point. Chris Mullen says, I can do that too.
Well, that was a great play and great blocking downfield by the receivers. That was really good. And the fact that no fouls, I mean, you're blocking downfield, and that was great by the receivers.
Mullen did have 183 rushing yards coming into tonight, so that's going to definitely pad those stats and probably put him over 200 on the night.
Mullen looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. Good blocking by the line. He throws it near side. And I believe that was Westmoreland that came back at about the 40. Are they going to give him? They're going to say no, he was out of bounds.
2nd and 10.
We've got a couple of guys coming in there trying to make that catch.
Boy, he had plenty of time. He had time to talk about dinner plans, what's happening after the game. That was some of the best blocking that offensive line has had tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing that Chesterton's been really blessed with throughout the season, is having a great offensive line, giving Mullen that time he needs to make those dramatic plays that we're used to seeing. And we still got just under 10 minutes left to play. I think we're going to see some great theatrics here at the end of this one.
Toma in motion. He's going to give it to him. Toma's going to cut back. He's going to have it on the far side of the field. He'll have the first down and more up to about the 43-yard line. Bryce Toma on the jet sweep, and he gives another first down to the Trojans.
And we do have flags on the field out by the 30-yard line.
That may be coming back for holding.
Flag on the play.
Man, just that.
As we watch the Castle Automotive replay
Nope,
right
we don't
here.
have one up right now. We're just going to give them a little shout-out. Sorry.
My bad.
No,
Castle
you're good.
Subaru in Portage and Castle Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick in Chesterton. So this is going to come back. I didn't see exactly what the call is. Maybe it's definitely coming back. It's going to be a block in the back.
Boy, that is a tough break. I said you can't make errors at this point in the game. You just had a huge gain for Chesterton to put you up near, getting closer and closer to midfield, and now all of a sudden you're retreating back the other way. That's what you don't need right now in this game. Chesterton's got to clean it up.
Big wide receivers, Toma and Westmoreland near side. One back in the backfield in the shotgun. Here's Mullins going to roll right toward us. He's going to be pushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it himself. He's going to come back. There was a big hit by one of the Crown Point Bulldogs. That was on number 10. Garrett Lewis got smoked there, but Chris Mullen able to get some positive yardage.
Yeah, that helps make it a little bit, it's going to be 3rd and 14 now, so it was 2nd and 22. So you got a few there, but this is where you really need Westmoreland to step up here. If you can get him out to maybe the 45, out to the edges or something, and get him out and just get that first down, that'll change everything positive you build the positive, I should say,
right,
for Chesterton. Got to get Westmoreland in here.
Maybe a pump fake gets him out of here. Mullen, nice inside-outside handoff. And that might be enough for the first down to Ethan Troy. A little trickery, misdirection. So he went far side, and Troy was just kind of sitting there waiting for him to kind of give him the ball.
Looks like they may mark him just shy. Oh, no, they're signaling to move the chains. All right, big gain for Chesterton there. All right, I said Westmoreland. They go with Ethan Troy, the fullback. Just as good of an option. He's been effective tonight as well.
He's a possible candidate for the blue-collar player of the game for sure. That guy has been busting out some big plays, the 190-pound junior.
And just before you know it, he might be able to slip into that Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game, and we'll have to see here. I have a feeling, this is just a guess, I have a feeling that we have yet to see our IKORCC play of the game.
Another meeting with the refs. I don't know if they're going to call this one back or not, but it seems like a lot of stoppage play. And now they're going to go over and they're going to talk to.
I think Craig Bazio was asking that the official near him was actually calling that short.
I believe it was close, but I'm going to go with them. That was really close.
Yeah, and so they are going to say first down. They're not going to move it, but man, that official from our perspective on the far side of the field in front of Crown Point, got to believe he is getting an earful as he's got Craig Bazia on his left. Blazing into his ear.
That's when you want to put the old AirPods in. And here's Toma, going to break it around the far side. Inside handoff. Toma tackled from behind, going to be shy of the first down. It's going to be a run of about 7 yards.
But still a big play if you're Chesterton. You're able to get some of these edges and get the defense working in your favor and getting in between some of the tackles a little bit. And it's really working for Chesterton right now. That's how they're building their momentum. Yeah, they're wasting energy, if you will, by running all the way to the sideline, but it's giving them those yards that they need to gain.
And tiring out that big defensive line of Crown Point. When I talk about big, 225, 300, 200. Some big kids. Here's Mullen. He's going to be hit and sacked. Big loss.
That was Will Clark coming in. Will Clark, not the same one back from the 80s on the Giants, but man, this Will Clark tonight coming in there and making a big hit on Mullen, and that's what Crown Point needs for their momentum to stay on their side. Man, oh man, that was a great play.
That
and
sure was.
I don't think Clark was touched.
No, he came in completely unabated, and he read that perfectly. That hole opened up, and he just went right through it. It was one-on-one with Mullen, and he took him down. Now it's 3rd and 14, 7:38, left to go. Mullen going to roll near side. Mullen is going to throw it over the middle. And in and out. Westmoreland had a second chance at that. As that looked like it may have went off either the shoulder pads of the defense. And
either the shoulder pads or the helmet of the defensive player. Man, can you imagine? That was the home run play that we know Chris Mullen can make, and he was going for it, and that was the time to do it.
And Westmoreland had a step on his defender, too. If he would have thrown that over, I think he would have had that for sure. This is going to be Brent Westfall kicking. High snap. He gets it down. A nice punt. Fair catch called for at the 25-yard line. And Crown Point with 7:21 left to go. We're all tied up 7 apiece.
So great defense by Crown Point there. And so this is the weird thing to me. We've seen Mullen have those moments where he's really elevated the ball. That would have been a time where it would have really worked out in his favor, but that time he threw it just a little bit underneath a little bit.
Boy, I tell you, and he had a second chance to get it too.
He did.
He looked around and just missed the catch.
Mayor Uran and the City of Crown Point Parks and Athletics are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog football and say go Bulldogs. Mayor Uran and the Pace Department are looking forward to a winter filled with fun activities at Bulldog Park. For more information, visit crownpoint.in.gov or call Pace Department 209-662-2271.
There's a nice pass right over the middle, and he finds his intended receiver, Bodie Barant, on the slant, and Barant takes it all the way down to the 46-yard line. What a big play right there for Crown Point. With 7:08 left to go and the clock running, all knotted up 7 apiece. That was a big play there by J.J. Johnson. Clear vision. He was able to find Bodie Barant, the junior, wide open. Johnson in the shotgun. Gives it up to Elijah Taiwan. He's going to be tripped up. Nice hit by number 52, Gage DeMarco again.
But he's starting to get those yards that I was saying before. He was only getting 2, 3. Now he's starting to get into the 4 or 5 territory. That makes a big difference when you're trying to move this running game a little bit.
And that right there was a big tackle for DeMarco, because if he could have got into that secondary beyond the linebackers, we've seen the speed of Elijah Taiwan here tonight as he has a 39-yard touchdown run back in the first. 3 receivers up top, man in motion. That's Locke. Hand it off to Taiwan again. He knocks a couple Trojans as they get.
I thought he made it up to the 45.
I think so too.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Clock running at 5:47 left to go here in the fourth. But we're all knotted up 7 apiece.
Still trying to figure out the personnel here. They got 20 seconds to work with on the play clock if you're Crown Point.
39-yard touchdown run and then a 6-yard touchdown run. That's all the scoring by either teams here tonight. 7-7. 5:27.
Oh, we got jump and movement. It's going to be a false start.
Let's see who that is.
There was a lot going on for Crown Point. They were still trying to get some guys in the positions, and I think things just started to speed up on them a little bit too quick. Unfortunately, it's going to push them back 5 yards. So they were 3rd and 2. Now they're 3rd and 7. Still manageable. I mean, you can still get this on 3rd down, but certainly a lot not as easy as 3rd and 2.
All right, that's going to put them back to 3rd and 7. Clock stop. Now running at 5 minutes. 3rd and 7 from the 49. Big play here for the Bulldogs.
This is big for Chesterton.
Lock in the backfield. Taiwan. Johnson's going to keep it himself. Johnson's got a couple Trojans to beat. He beats 2 of them, but he got into the linebackers of McCracken and DeMarco, and they brought him down. It's going to be 4th and about 3.
So we talked at one point in the game about who is going to make the mistakes. We've seen both teams make some costly mistakes here in this fourth quarter. That false start sent him back 5 yards. It would have been that run right there would have been a gain of 2. They would have had the first down. Chesterton definitely had one a little bit earlier that cost them. That would have been a touchdown.
Big play. They're going for it, and they got Chesterton to jump. Wow. They took a page out of the Trojans playbook right there, and they got Chesterton to jump, and that gives them an easy, free first down and 4th and 2. Wow, what a big play!
It's huge, and these are where you have to contain, you have to compose yourself.
Those mistakes we were talking about, that could be a big one right there, allowing J.J. Johnson and this Crown Point offense to keep the ball. This is going to be big. They got it on the short side of the field on the far hash mark. 1 wide receiver, near side. He's defended by Lemon. Johnson keeps it himself. He's going to go to the far side, the short side. And I don't think he's going to get much on that play. They maybe give him a yard.
They might give him a yard.
3:49, clock stopped.
See, I'm not sure the exact range for J.J. Johnson with his arm. I would say this might be a time just to take a shot towards, making a big play. But you also have 3:49. Do you really want to give Chesterton that much time? You probably want, if you're Crown Point, your clock's your friend right now. Milk it down a little bit.
Johnson, but throw over the middle. He's got a receiver again, cutting up the middle. Still on his feet up to the 25. Make it the 24-yard line. Big play to number 16. Bodie Barant. Well, we know one thing for sure. One thing we haven't talked about is special teams. Sam Brewer, we saw him at halftime, able to hit between 40 to 43 yards on a field goal going on this end, so they're well within his range. But when you got plays like J.J. Johnson hooking up with number 16, Bodie Barant, that makes things look easy. And they've used that play a couple times on this drive.
Yeah, that's that big play. That was the time to do it. Now here's your time. Is you want to milk down the clock a little bit more. Don't want to give Chesterton too much time if you can get a nice score here.
Here's Elijah Taiwan, and he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. That's Matt McCracken, 205-pound senior. Clock continues to run down. We're under 3 minutes left to go. 2:55 and counting. This could be the ball game right here. This really could be the ball game.
I wouldn't count Chesterton out just yet.
No.
Just depends how much time is on the clock.
J.J. Johnson feeling confident. Able to move it down with a couple big hits to Brandt. Here's Johnson. Johnson keeps it himself. He's going to throw it to the far side. He's got a receiver wide open. Oh, it looked like he was in. They're going to call him down at about the half-yard line. What a play by J.J. Johnson rolling out to the far side of the field. Wow.
Let's take a look, and we're going to watch the Castle Automotive replay right here.
Boy, what a play by J.J. Johnson.
Zach, can we cue that up again real quick? Can we watch that?
I believe that was Santiago with the catch.
I can't see the number, to be honest with you, and there were too many guys in the way. Zach can probably look at that one.
Well, they're talking
85
about
would be Molaski. He was the man in motion on that play, too.
Boy, what a play by J.J. Johnson to allow enough time to find Molaski. And there's going to be
timeout.
Or is there a flag? It is a timeout.
Oh, he's going to be on Crown Point here. They originally signaled Chesterton. So, man, I mean, obviously the goal here is to get the touchdown, to get the lead. And you assume you're going to give it to Elijah Taiwan. But, again, you want to keep milking this clock down because you're going to get this score. You're probably going to run 2-3 seconds off the clock.
Yes.
So that's going to give 2 minutes for Chesterton. They're going to go up into their hurry-up offense. Chesterton won't be out of the ballgame. And this is all assuming that Crown Point's going to get this touchdown. Obviously, we can't assume that. It has to happen first.
Right. Chesterton has all their timeouts left. And the ball is it's going to be first and goal at the 1 is where they have it.
But see, this is also where with 2 minutes left, that timeout that got burned early in the half, that is huge if you're Crown Point. So they have one timeout still to work with, and that's going to be that could come down. They can't stop the clock and help them later on in the game.
For all those people leaving right now, they're second-guessing themselves. They're kind of parking now with their lights on.
No, those are just rides to pick up the kids. That's what that is.
Time to go home. Bedtime is approaching.
They're trying to get the good parking spots so their kid can find them right away.
All right, first and goal at the 1. Let's see what they do here. Johnson's going to take it himself, and I believe he's in. Touchdown, Crown Point. Wow. J.J. Johnson takes it over the right side. He found a big hole on the right side and got into the end zone, and that right there gives the Bulldogs a 13-7 lead.
This replay brought to you by Castle Automotive Group. You saw the play there. There it is again as we'll await the PAT. J.J. Johnson running it in from 1 yard out. 13-7 the score.
Big PAT. Here's Brewer. The placement down, kick is up, and it is good. Folks, we got ourselves one heck of a game here. It's 14-7. Crown Point with the lead. 2:03 left to go here in the fourth. Do the Trojans have enough in the tank to get it down here to tie this game up? You got to stay right here on the Region Sports Network. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Station 21 American Grill, with its 32 TVs, provides a family-friendly atmosphere where fans can relax and enjoy their favorite sports. Station 21 invites family and friends to enjoy a neighborly conversation, a friendly staff, and a comfortable environment before and after the game. Burgers, pot roasts, steaks, homemade soups, and more can all be found at Station 21 American Grill in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Game Night in the Region here on Region Sports Network. We got ourselves, as J.R. would said, we got a slobber knocker here with 2:03 left to go. It's 14-7. Crown Point with the lead.
Well, I haven't seen any mud holes being walked dry, but stay with the Region Sports Network after the game As we send it back to the Centier Bank studio, the RSN crew will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from around the region.
I love the little tidbits in there about wrestling. Gotta love it. Well, this is going to be big. This is a big 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Is it Oklahoma, Texas this week?
It
tomorrow?
is. It
So
is
it's
the Red River.
Showdown. All right.
Yes.
So there you go.
Man, back in the days, man, that was a slobber knocker. You know, the Nebraska, Oklahoma, the Texas, Oklahoma. Those were big games. But now I don't even know who's in each conference anymore. It's everybody's flip-flopping around. SEC gets bigger. The Pac-12 is getting bigger. They're not 12 anymore. Here's the kick, and it's a low-line drive taken at the 15. I believe that's – well, he's still on his feet. You got to be careful. They're trying to strip the ball, and the Trojans will have it at about the 16-yard line. Well, they were going for the ball right there. That was a smart play. You might as well when you have them deep. So 1st and 10 at the 26, 1:56 left to go. Chesterton with all their timeouts, 1 left for Crown Point. As Michael pointed out, they spent one early here in the second half, and they just spent one on their last drive prior to that touchdown run by J.J. Johnson.
It may not affect Crown Point, but that's just something to keep in mind down the stretch.
Right, because they can't stop any push by Chesterton at this point. They only have one timeout left, so we'll see what Chris Mullen can do here. Last time they were in a close game like this was back against Valparaiso. Here's Mullen, plenty of time, throws it near side.
Got it just inbound there. That is Tyler Peterson.
Nice play. You know, a nice, what was that, about 6? They're going to give him 7 on that. So 2nd and 3. Nice, and he got out of bounds. Stops the clock at 1:53. All right, trips to the far side. Westmoreland near side. Mullen in the shotgun. 1:50 left to go.
Mullen trying to figure out what that other whistle was. The clock was running, but the official still signaled for the clock to run. Will Clark coming in.
Boy, Will Clark, we talked about him all night long. He's come in a couple times untouched, and Mullen saw him out of his peripheral vision and had to get rid of that ball. So now it's 3rd and 4, 1:38 left to go here in the 4th. 14-7 Crown Point. Well, this is
Don't go anywhere.
play.
This is not over.
No.
There is this thing in Chester, and it's called Mullen Magic.
Yep, and we've seen it. I watched videos all week long, and I tell you, these two teams, it couldn't have happened to two better teams here tonight. As you talked about the Duneland being a gauntlet, this is definite proof right here. Doesn't matter what your record is, you better be prepared for a fight. Here's Mullen, 3rd and 4. Mullen, 2-step drop. Push out of pocket. Good sense. Pulls it back in. He's going to run it to the far side. He has a receiver wide open, and he throws it short. Oh, he had him wide open for the first down.
Was that Peterson
That
again?
was.
Like Peterson.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I think there's 2 mistakes in that play. One, he underthrew it to Peterson, but 2, I think he could have just run upfield and gotten the first down. That's the important thing. The clock you can worry about later. Getting the first down was critical there because now you're 4th and 4. I think he held up to try to throw the ball and could have had the first down.
Because he pulled the defensive backs as they started coming close to him, and then he underthrew Peterson. That was a well beyond first down pass, but short. 4th and 4, folks. 1:32 left to go. This could be the play of the game to keep the Trojans alive here in this contest. Here's Mullen. Throws it to the near side. He's got his receiver. And that's going to be a first down to number 12, Ethan Troy. That guy just moved up a couple notches on my player of the game right there. That was an impressive catch. You talk about high pressure.
That was a fantastic play, and that Mullen magic stays alive, and it goes to Ethan Troy, another reliable receiver today for Chris Mullen. Bryce Toma has been there as well. Peterson has been there. Jackson Westmoreland hasn't had the game that we're used to, but when other guys step up, that makes it okay.
Right,
and,
it does.
Even if he's not going to have the highlight game of the year here in this one, he would like to, I'm sure. But, man, you got guys like Toma and Ethan Troy really stepping up in this one.
Yeah, and when you have a big player such as Westmoreland that's not having his night, you have to have players that are waiting to take that next step and step into that position, and we've seen that tonight. You called it correctly. You know, Troy and Toma have been huge for Chesterton. You know, when your big man has an off night, you got to be able to depend on someone else. I remember back in the days, Jordan couldn't do it all, but he almost did, but he had enough crew around him that he could divot it up and not have the big night that everybody thought he could have. And that's exactly what's happening here with Troy and Toma. Mullen now with it, 1st and 10 at the 42, 1:29 left. Trojans trail by 7. Here's Mullen, rolls out to the far side. He's got some protection, lofts it over to the far side. He's got a receiver. No flag, well defended. That was Tyler Peterson again, the junior. Well, they've tried a couple long passes with Peterson, and that was a well defended. You got to give a lot of credit to the corners, Kostick and Kelly right there. They have been able to stand up tall to those long passes and be right in the face of the receiver and be mature enough not to have a foul in there too and get that pass interference.
And that's been the thing for Crown Point. They've had such great coverage that, yeah, they're not getting the flags for it. Chesterton would like it, but they're not getting it.
1:25 left to go, 2nd and 10. Here's Mullen, throws it to the far side. The receiver right there, I believe they were looking for Peterson again. And it was off his hands. And now we're back down to a 3rd and 10.
It'll be 3rd down and 10.
So 3rd down and 10, you got to look for the first down. So you went for the deep ball, you went for the semi-deep ball. Now you need to go for the first down. You got to get that, or at least get some yardage to help make it a manageable 4th down.
Well, one thing for sure, the clock is stopped at 1:22. Chesterton with 2 timeouts, 1 for Crown Point. 3rd and 10 from the 42 for the Trojans. Chris Mullen in the shotgun, 2 receivers top and bottom. There's Mullen, plenty of time, brings it here to the near side, in and out of the hands of number 12, Ethan Troy.
So, okay, you're
now
on 4th down. You got to go for it, but you picked yourself up some yardage. Or no, did he not get it?
No, you're going to say no. He was
out of bounds.
Yes.
Okay, so never mind.
Oh, boy.
Now it's a very pivotal. This is the game right here.
Minute 19 left.
Because this is where there is 2 timeouts for Chesterton here, but if you don't pick up this first down.
So they got 3 up top, 2 below, 4th and 10. Here's the game.
Really only 1 guy deep.
There's Mullen. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket and sacked. And Crown Point could be on their way to a big victory. Tackled by number 32, Jeremy Brown.
Jeremy Brown. That was the guy that Mullen was looking at before. Let's take a look as we watch the Castle Automotive replay there. Here it comes.
Boy, he came in untouched.
Yeah, Brown, man, just throwing him back down to the 30.
Yeah, he bullied his way right through that big offensive line right there, and Mullen sacked for the 3rd time here tonight. That one was the big one.
Castle Motive Auto Group. Shop Castle Cars Direct at castlecarsdirect.com. So Chesterton has 2 timeouts to try to stop this clock. Crown Point going to try to run this clock down. If this score holds, some people will call this an upset. I think that's a fair thing to say. But if you've watched Crown Point these last few weeks, they are not playing as if this would be an upset.
Correct.
Johnson juzzing forward.
And the 4-4 momentum. Timeout quickly called by Chesterton. Make it 2nd. And they're going to give him about 4 on the play. Make it 2nd and 6. Clock stopped at 1:11. As we get ready to give you our players of the games and the 3 awards that we dish out at the end of every contest tonight. We're kind of writing down. The good thing we have an eraser because it has changed pretty much on every play. But now they're only able to stop the clock one more time, and they're probably going to do it as quickly as this ball is snapped. As soon as they can tackle the player, they're going to try to stop the clock. But again, they'll be able to run it down to, it's going to be well under 20 seconds if Chesterton can get to that ball. Now, a first down right here seals it. 2nd and 7 at the 27.
Now, for the drama standpoint, I don't want the first down.
Right. Oh, no.
Just from the drama standpoint.
Absolutely.
I'm not picking sides or anything.
Let's build it up. I totally agree with you. I mean, you got to have ball security right here. You know that Chesterton's going to be in there trying to strip the ball. But also, if you take a look on the opposite side, Sam Brewer is kicking into that net. They may be trying to, but that would be kind of a crazy call. But he is trying to warm up over there. Final timeout taken by Chesterton here with 1:04 left to go. And I like the home field advantage. They don't take any timeouts for Chesterton, so they maintain 2 after calling 3.
Yeah.
Well, it's 14-7, 1:04 left to go. Chesterton can't stop the clock anymore. I don't know what Mark Peterson is out there talking to the rest, but he wants something changed. I think that may have to do with the timeout situation.
It's possible, or coaches going out there. Make sure you do stay with us after the game. We'll name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowd Company is proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field of the IKORCC Play of the Game, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters, and then the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game. They can be found on greatlakesroof.com.
Can we give Brandon Root the player of the game with all them cookies and Mountain Dew, and he's still standing upright?
So your vote is for Brandon Root. I'm going with Zach Miller.
Yeah, it's split. Yeah, I agree. Zach
I'm going to go with you. First game back here in the RSN for a little while.
Let's give it to Nathan.
Nathan Laird?
Why not?
Never.
Hey, that's extra points right there. And
you
they'll
want to
take
work
the
next
knee.
week.
I do. Oh, and there's a late hit right there.
The quarterback.
My, oh, my. That's it. That will be it. That is probably going to be enough to put Crown Point into the first down territory, and that right there will seal it up for Crown Point, and they feel it on the opposite side of the field. Boy, you can't do that. I mean, I realize that he was backing up, waiting for them to get close before he took the knee, but you can't. You have to be more disciplined than that. Right there, that could be it, and that is a personal foul on Chesterton. Let's see where the placement is. I believe, no, it's an automatic first down on a personal foul.
Yeah.
So that right there is probably the ball game, as Chesterton can't stop the clock anymore.
Yeah, that is, we talked about at the start of the fourth quarter, you can't have errors at this stage in the game, and Chesterton just had a few too many here in this fourth quarter. They had their opportunities.
And this is it. I don't know why. Yeah, they're going to wait for the clock. Well, that wasn't an automatic first down. I thought that was on a personal foul, but they're going to make it 3rd and 5. They're going to wait. The play clock is down to 6, 5. And now they're going to snap it and take the knee. And they're only going to have about 3 seconds left. And that one right there, I believe, is it. And Crown Point, the Bulldogs, feel it as they come onto the field. Oh, the clock is stopped at 27 seconds. I don't know.
Are they stopping it because, or are they're turning off the scoreboard? That's
all right. Well, that right there, that's a anticlimactic finish right there. But Crown Point comes in tonight and they win here on enemy turf. They defeat Chesterton 14-7. And what a game it was here tonight as Crown Point comes in. And you talk about them playing some serious football going into the postseason. That's kind of a big blow there for Chesterton because now they got Maryville next week on the road.
You are building momentum for, a big game against Maryville. That's going to be a big-time matchup next week. Obviously, you are the underdogs in that matchup. I don't care who Maryville faces. Whoever Maryville faces is the underdog in that game. But they're not going to be the underdogs considered going forward in the future when it's, obviously you have to play Maryville in sectionals, but man, oh man, this Crown Point team just made a huge statement in the region here tonight.
They sure did, and we're going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll have our post-game awards. You're watching Game Night on Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Toyota of Maryville, we take pride in being a one-stop shop for anything Toyota related. The best part of the Toyota Maryville experience is that we make it easy to do business with us. We have a committed team of professionals that's here to help you do just that. When you come in for service, we will welcome you and have plenty of staff on hand to handle your needs. And if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Toyota of Maryville sales team is the best in the business to help you with your buying decision. We practice what we preach. When we say we make it easy, that's exactly what we do.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back as Region Sports Network presents coverage of tonight's game with video powered by Horizon Bank. Big enough to serve you, small enough to really get to know you. 14-7 is your final score here tonight. Chesterton drops a Duneland Conference battle to Crown Point. And now it's time to name the Crowell Company's Lantern
Man superhero of the game. He really put this team on his back tonight. Yeah, he had his running back Elijah Taiwan doing some really great things, but I tell you what, J.J. Johnson, even though he's just a junior, he is an impressive quarterback here in the region. He can tuck it and run when he doesn't see what he wants. He can make plays happen. He can look downfield as he's moving to try to make a play. He's always worried about what's happening down the field, and he's just an impressive player to watch, and he really helped out this team win tonight.
Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 a.m. to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Now it's time for the play of the game presented by IKORCC.
Well, we had a lot of defensive stands that could be well worthy of this award, but our play of the game has got to be the winning touchdown by J.J. Johnson, the 1-yard run from the 1-yard line just to get into the end zone. That was the game-winning play for Crown Point, which, you know, as I said, some people are going to call this an upset win. And yeah, I mean, we had number 10 beating number 2, so you can call that an upset. But Crown Point has been playing so well the last couple of weeks that this doesn't feel like an upset win. But yeah, our IKORCC play of the game, the winning touchdown run by J.J. Johnson.
IKORCC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. And now it's time to name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing.
I'm going to talk about a guy that I thought really stepped up for the Trojans tonight when their main receiver, the guy that we talk about the most, didn't have the best offensive game, but Bryce Toma stepped up for the Trojans tonight. You can also give it to kind of Ethan Troy. He stepped up too, but Bryce Toma is the guy that stands out to me as the big playmaker that helped out Chris Mullen tonight.
And that's a Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game on the web at greatlakesroof.com. We'd like to give a big shout-out to our crew here, Michael Brandner, our game producer Zach Miller, video Brandon Root, executive producer Chris Ramirez, coordinating producer Nathan Laird, athletic director Jeff Hamstra, coaches Craig Bazia, Mark Peterson, and thank you to the viewers here on Facebook.com/Region Sports, Facebook.com/Crown Point Sports, RegionSports.com, and CrownPointSports.com. I'm Bill Downing. For everybody here at Chesterton High School, 14-7, Crown Point wins tonight. Thank you for joining us here on the Region Sports Network. Remember, we're the only game in town. Good night, everybody.